You've heard of Madam C.J. Walker, right? But what if I told you the woman who taught her is the one we never talk about? Her name is Annie Turnbo Malone, and she built a beauty empire before most people even knew what the beauty industry was. She wasn't just selling hair products, she was teaching chemistry, creating jobs, and changing the future for Black women across the globe. Annie was born in 1869 in Metropolis, Illinois, to formerly enslaved parents. Fascinated by chemistry, she began experimenting with hair care formulas, especially for Black women who at the time had very few safe or effective options. Her first big product was called Wonderful Hair Grower, a natural scalp treatment that promoted healthy hair growth without harsh chemicals. She sold it door to door and quickly built a loyal customer base. Annie eventually founded her own brand, Poro, and in 1918 opened Poro College in St. Louis. This wasn't just a beauty school, it was a manufacturing plant, salon, business office, training center, all under one roof. She taught women how to care for hair, but also how to present themselves professionally, managing money, and run a business. Thousands of Black women were trained through her system, many of whom went on to start their own salons and sales networks. One of those women was Sarah Breedlove, better known as Madam C.J. Walker. Before launching her own line, Walker was actually a sales agent for Poro and learned directly from Annie's business model. While Walker became more widely known, Annie Turnbo Malone came first and created the very foundation Walker would build upon. At her peak, Annie employed and educated tens of thousands of women across the US, the Caribbean, and Africa. She became one of the first Black women millionaires in America and gave back generously, funding the NAACP, Black colleges, and the St. Louis Colored Orphans Home, now named in her honor. Annie Turnbo Malone was a chemist, an educator, a philanthropist, and the original beauty boss. She didn't just grow hair, she grew independence, ownership, and legacy. And now that you know her name, don't you forget it. This is Unmasked, where we give credit where it's long overdue.